What's going on, guys? Welcome to A-Train Gaming, and today's video I'm giving you guys a little update on my team. So first thing we're going to be looking at is just the edit franchise part of this. So here are my home and away jerseys. My team name is the Montreal Moose, and the reasoning behind that name is I wanted to do another team in Canada because Toronto was all alone up there. And if Trump wins presidency, everyone jokes around that they want to move to Canada. So I just went ahead and put a team in Canada. And Montreal, because it's a hockey team, and there used to be a baseball team, the Expo, so I just figured I'd throw a basketball team up there. I kind of loosely based my jerseys just off the Portland Trailblazers jerseys, but I also went with the color green because I felt like I was looking at the most popular team, or all the teams in the league, and what their main color jersey was, and I feel like we could use another green team, so I went, these are my jerseys. I used Coach Doc Rivers because he's my first gold coach, and he coached the Celtics, which I'm a fan of. I put the Bucks playbook on. Again, it was just my first gold playbook, so I kept it, and it's fine for me. Then here's my arena. I named it after a type of beer or alcoholic beverage that's famous in Canada that I looked up. Here's my logo for the Montreal Moose. I just went ahead and upgraded put it on from the online, and I got it onto the 2K, however you do that. And the only thing that I couldn't do was I couldn't cut out the white background, which sucked, but it's fine. I used the vintage basketball instead of the regular basketball because it's not something too much like a blue basketball or Wizards or any of these balls, but it's still a little bit different, so I like that. We'll go ahead and look at my lineups now. I'm pretty proud of my lineup so far. So, starting off with the starting lineup, Dennis Johnson, Quentin Richardson, Carmelo Anthony, Josh Smith, and Anthony Davis. So first off, Dennis Johnson you get for completing the regular domination, which I did 2 days ago, I believe. I was sick of using Chris Paul, and you get with the domination when you beat it, the regular one, you get a choice of 5 players. And for me, it was really between Dennis Johnson and Sean Marion from the Suns. And I went with Dennis Johnson, and that was the right decision. I need another point guard, a point guard who's sound defensively but can run an offense. I was not good with Chris Paul. I've used him before. Don't like using Chris Paul. Quentin Richardson is the second guy they give you for a collector level, and he's an A-plus three-point shooter, and he is a knockdown shooter. I love using Quentin Richardson. Carmelo is the first star player I got out of a pack, and eventually he'll be replaced, but as of now, I just throw the ball into him occasionally for a one-on-one post-up or shoot a corner three. Now, I was running Blake Griffin here until last night, but then I got Josh Smith out of a pack, and he's like the second best one you can get in Throwback Thursdays behind the Miami Heat Shaquille O'Neal, and he's basically Blake Griffin but better in this game. I've been loving using him. Center is the one spot that's a little iffy right now. I'm using the power forward Anthony Davis right now just because he's pretty long, but I would like to replace him and get another center and maybe move him to the backup. And now for backups, guys, we got Craig Elo as a shooting guard. Got him when I beat the historic Cavs team, and he's an A-plus three-point shooting. That's why I use him. Then for center, I got Karl Anthony Towns, very versatile, good little mid-range shooter. And here's the key to my team almost. Robert Horry, the first collector guy you get, 84 overall. Don't let that C-minus three-point scoring fool you. I think he has an 87 open three. I think he is my lead scorer. I would say 80% of my games. He is a knockdown, especially in those corners. And then a guy I got for completing the challenges and getting 3 challenge tokens, Robert Pack. I used to have JJ Barea here, an 83 overall JJ Barea. But Robert Pack is overall just much more athletic and fun to use. Then for power forward, I still got Porzingis. Again, he'll be replaced eventually. But then for these bottom 3 guys, don't even focus on who's here because all I do is I plug in 3 random guys who don't need me to buy contract because they're not going to play anyway. So Rodney Stuckey, Darren Marley, and Amir Johnson. And then if you just click here, you can kind of just see the rest of the players I have and how many guys I've used out of contracts. A lot of players here. Chris Paul was on my team for a while. Barea, Blake Griffin. I got another Robert Horry. Chris Middleton I used. Scott Brooks is knocked down. Reggie Jackson I used for a while. So just all these guys I've gotten from mostly domination and then some pack openings. So there is all this. And one thing I want to say about my team real quick is even when I get along and I'm playing better teams, I don't want to put people on the bench that I feel like would not accept the bench role. Can you imagine Carmelo Anthony on the bench? No, I can't. Could I imagine Karl Anthony Towns, a rookie, second-year guy coming off the bench? Yeah, Robert Horry, of course, he did come off the bench. Obviously, I'm going to have to put in a couple guys that aren't like that if I start getting destroyed, but I don't want to have, LeBron coming off the bench. So I'll try to keep that not realistic, but I don't want it to be as good as my starting lineup, but I love this team so far. And I'll just show you guys real quick in Domination what I've been doing. So first out, the challenges. I've done all these 5 challenges and both of the weekly challenges. Great way to get some MT. And then for Domination, first, the regular Domination, I went ahead and beat all 30 NBA teams, plus the 2 All-Star teams, and then the MyTeam, which is the combination of the best of 2 All-Star teams. Beat all them, that's where I got Dennis Johnson. And then Historic Domination, I just beat the 2003-4 Pistons, and now I'm on the Atlanta Hawks. So I beat 11 teams out of the 33 in Historic Domination. I'll probably go through most of this, if not all of it, before I start online, because when I play online MyTeam, I want to be competitive right off the bat. In the past, I've had teams with like guys in the 70s and 60s still, and I was going up against teams of like 80s and 90s, so that it was a little scary for me. And then real quickly, guys, before I end this video, I just want to say that I didn't upload my career today or yesterday because I'm in talks, emailing back and forth with 2K support, trying to figure out why I can't upgrade my guy. And obviously, if they don't respond, nothing can happen. I'll keep playing. I don't know what I'll do. If I keep playing, make a new one. I don't know. I really hope something happens. And then that Kings fantasy draft, just like a once a week type video, so that'll come again next week. And then for this, when this comes out, it'll be probably 2 online videos a week. I'm really excited once I get a full team to compete with. Looking pretty good so far. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, though. Thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.